Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at another regex look around. Specifically, we're going to look at a look behind. Let's go ahead and explain the situation. It's fairly easy. I've got this SP right here, and I'm going to use minion backup as an example because it's where I discovered this. And I'm getting an extra print statement somewhere, and I want to turn it off. The problem is there are lots of print statements. So if I were to just do a search, a regular search here, let me get rid of regex here. If I just do a regular search here for print statements that are commented out, or even ones that aren't commented out, right? If I were to do this, then when I search for, when I do a find, I get that one, and I get everything right here that has the word print in it. See, I got thumbprint right here, I got a variable before, I got thumbprint again, there's my variable again right there with the word print in it. And here I'm getting all of these that have been commented out as well. So there's a lot of commented out print statements and a lot of variables that have print in there as well. What I'm really looking for is all of the print statements that don't have comments in front of them. And of course, that's something that you can't do with regular find, is to look for something that doesn't exist. So what I really need to do is find the word print. Let me put this back. I need to find the word print, and then I need to look before print and see if it has the comments after it, or the comments before it. And that's where the look behind comes in, right? So the look behind says, find this print statement, and then go backwards in the search and see if it's preceded by this. Now, I could do a look ahead instead, and I could look for this and see if there's a print statement after it. But look at all the comments that we have here all throughout the SP. We have so many comments in here that have nothing to do with that. So that would be a much bigger search, right? That would be a lot more laborious, and it'd take a lot longer, though it's physically possible. So you're better off looking for the word print, which is going to occur a lot less than comments, and you're going to want to do a look behind, as in, and the look behind again is if the print is moved. Actually, let's go ahead and move to regex, buddy. I like this. So let's look for the word print here, and so you can see that all of the searches are highlighted here. All the matches are highlighted. It found the word print in here. And the search moves from P to R to I to N to T. It moves left to right. And so that's what look behind means, is it says, okay, I found this. Now I need to look behind this match to the left and see if I find any of this. Now you see it found these guys, but the problem is print statements can come in a number of areas, right? They can come surrounded like that. They can have spaces and tabs after them, right? So there are a number of ways this could be presented. It can only have one space right after it, like that, right? So we've got to be able to find, we've got to find a way to come up with all of those combinations. And we're not only going to use a look behind, we're going to use a negative look behind. So let's start with parentheses. That didn't go. There we go. So let's start with parentheses. Now the look behind is going to be the question mark followed by the greater than symbol. So the greater than symbol after the question mark says use a look behind. And whether you're going to use a positive or negative look behind is defined by the next character. For a negative look behind, I'm going to use a bang. So that bang we quite often use to negate things. You use it in a lot of languages, right? PowerShell, C#, even T-SQL can use a bang equals for not equals, right? So if you wanted to do an equals, then of course you would do an equals. But we're going to do not equals. So what I'm saying here is find this print statement and then use a look behind, and that has to be in a parentheses. A look behind is a non-grouping group, okay? So It's a non-capturing group is what I'm trying to say. It's non-capturing. And what makes it non-capturing is this guy right here. This is a very special construct that says the question mark and the greater than symbol means use a look behind. This right here, again, is negated. So where it doesn't equal the following characters. So it doesn't equal 2 dashes or the comment symbol. So you can see I've found that right here. I've got this, and I've got that, and I've got that. But the problem is it found this one. But it's still being commented out, right? Because the comments are on the same line. So this is a false positive. But all I've asked it for is the print statement immediately not followed by SQL comments. And I found that right here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But this is a false positive because the comments are right here. And this is a false positive because the comments are right here. So I need to add spaces to that. I need to say if there are any spaces or tabs. So I'm going to use the whack S, and that's going to say find any print statement that is not followed by a comment and a space and any space or tab. Well, look, I get all kinds of these, right? Because I added the space and tab. Well, look, this isn't a comment with a space or tab or the space after it. This isn't a comment with a space after it. This isn't a comment with a space after it, right? So all of these guys are matches, but they're false positives. So what I need to do is I need to say whether it has a space or not, I need to add it, right? Because again, this specifically says the print statement that's not followed by a comment plus a space. Well, this isn't a comment plus a space. That's a comment plus a space right there, right? That's not. That is. That's not. And this isn't either because it's got a few tabs. So let's go ahead and make this 0 or more. I'll put a star there. And so now I'm saying find a print statement and then go back before it and see if there's a comment that's either followed by spaces or not. And so here I've got a print that is not followed by spaces or tabs, and I've got another one that's not followed by comments or spaces or tabs. So I've got the two that I'm looking for. And you notice how this wasn't found and this one wasn't found, even though there are spaces and tabs after there. So perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Now let's go into Management Studio. Let's copy this. Let's go into Management Studio and let's see how we do. So I'm going to paste that in there. I'll go back up to the top here. Say use regex. And I'll say find next. Okay, I'll give you that one. But look, I still found the one here that's in the parameter. And here I found another one that's part of a column name. So why is that? Because if you look at this, is this a space or a tab? No. Is this a comment? No. And that's exactly what I told it. Let's go back into regex, buddy. So again, I said find a print that's not followed by a comment or any space characters. And that's exactly what I have here. I have a print statement that's not preceded by a comment or any space characters, but it is preceded by word characters. So we need to get the word characters out of there. So let's go back into regex, buddy, and let's go back here and let's add this to the list in here, and let's see how that works. So I'm just gonna, there we go. I'm gonna lower this a little bit, make it easier. There we go. So you see that came in. So let's open up another one, another set of parentheses, and we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to look for question mark and greater than, which again is the look behind, and I'm going to say where it doesn't equal word characters. So I'm looking for a print statement that's not followed by any, that's not preceded by, I keep saying followed by, but you know I mean preceded, that's not preceded by any word characters, nor is it preceded by any comments with any spaces. And now I get only these two again. So let's go ahead and put that in Management Studio and see how it behaves. I'm going to replace this whole thing here. Let's go back up to the top. I'm going to get that because, again, it matches. It's okay. I get this one print statement. You notice how I skipped past the columns and the parameter names. I've got this one print statement here, and I'm expecting that one, so that's fine. And here's one that I need to comment out. And it looks like there are no more. So I found that one print statement very easily, and now I can change, and now I can hit alter procedure, and I'll get rid of that print statement. So you can keep a lot of print statements in your SPs, but use this to find them. You don't have to search through 30 or 40 or 70 print statements to find the ones that you've commented out, and you don't have to keep a list with the line numbers written down or anything. Just use this simple regex and this look behind to search through and find them. And you can see that there are far-reaching applications to this, right? Using uncommented print, or finding uncommented print statements is just what I use this time. But you can use this same look behind procedure for anything you need. All right, that's all I got this time. Take care.